Hey, it's me again at the Great Frederick Fair. We're here at the kiddie rides. The rides are moving, they're spinning around. Look at those swings. Now that is ridiculous. Of course, that's not a kiddie ride, that's for big people. But look at Choo Choo Charlie. Oh, look, Choo Choo Charlie. Isn't that nice? You get on a little train, ride around the track. Hi, how are you doing? Little Choo Choo Charlie. We'll get in the little train and ride around in circles. I think that's Rick James right there. Doing the ride. And here's the Dizzy Dragon. That'll make you dizzy. I'll tell you what makes me dizzy, watching them ride to go round and round in circles. Oh. I used to tell Megan I'd put her on the rides, then I would stand out there and yell, Megan, stop going around in circles. You're going to make me dizzy. I'm going to fall over. Megan, stop going around in circles. People would look at me like I was nuts. And Megan would laugh because she couldn't hear me. And again, here's yeah, now that's the other annoying thing. You put a kid on a ride, and then well, all you want, the other thing a parent wants is a picture of their kid happily on a ride. You think a kid will stop and look at you when they go by you? No. There's a firehouse game with the big mouth guy. There's an ATM. So if you didn't bring your money, they got ATMs, they got tickets. They even have a self-service ticket area down there. So here that is the old dragon. But anyway, the kids get on the rides and you say, look at me, hey, look here. Every time they come around you, they look the other way. Then you say, smile, and they're frowning. You get no good pictures. I got better pictures of other kids that weren't my kids than I got of the ones when I was with Megan. Sorry, Megan, but you weren't a poser on the ride. So anyway, so here are the games, the scams I told you about earlier, where they try and draw you in. I'm going to walk past by here slowly and see if he tries to reel me in. He'll say something. You just watch. They have corn dogs. They have fried Oreos. Who in the world would want a fried Oreo? I say no deal. I ain't eating no fried Oreos. Fried candy bars. Roasted corn, turkey legs. And this is the firehouse. The guy left. He's over there getting a roasted corn or a turkey leg. I mean, is there anything worse than going to a fair and seeing a turkey with only one leg? Again, that's the pop the balloon. And there's the old carousel. Now that's a ride that never goes out of style, right? I mean, the kids love the carousels. They get on them fake horses and go around in circles. It plays music. The horse goes up and down. They go around in circles. Dizzy. And there's the glass house. Now, I used to like that when I got a little bit older. But when I was younger, I kept bumping in the glass. I mean, that is a headache in the making. So there you have it. I mean, that's just a headache waiting to happen. You get in that glass house, you can't see where you are. Everything looks the same. Next thing you know, pop, you bump your head. And here's that little game where you hit the thing and make it ring and then you win a prize.
Going 13. Now that's what we call Frederick County agriculture.
That's what we call Frederick County agriculture. And that's to celebrate Frederick. And they do all kinds of fun things. Frederick has a lot of attractions. And again, this is just a little peek at the Great Frederick Fair. And over there is the grandstand where they have great shows. We didn't go to one this year. We weren't quite up to it this year, but maybe next year we'll go. We went a lot of times. Just recently, of course, this week, with it being a fair week, it's fair week every year at the same time. And my time hop things were showing lots of, like, we would see Kip Moore. We saw the Beach Boys here. We saw the great Loretta Lynn here. That was one of my favorites. That was my original guys, Albert, Eugene, and Mo. We went to see Loretta Lynn. And my mother loved Loretta Lynn. She loved all the old country acts. And I just remember thinking, like, they were both gone, my parents. And I just thought, well, they would love to see her. And she, what I do is I get chairs on around the track. And then I always just sit out from everybody else. So the guys have room to move around and that sort of thing. And because they're not worried about seeing, of course Eugene is blind, but so we sit out and just listen to the music, have a good time. And Loretta Lynn's little stand where she sold stuff was right behind where we were. And she walked past us to sign a few autographs before the show. And I saw her up close, and I wanted so bad to go over and say hello and tell her how much she meant to our family. But I knew, how emotional I get. I'd be crying like a baby, just muttering around. She wouldn't have any clue what I was talking about. She'd probably have me arrested. So I never did it because I just figured, I would just be a sobbing mess. And I probably would have. But, it would have been fun. But we enjoyed it, and she had I think it was her granddaughters then, were singing with her. But, she's a great star. But we've seen a lot of shows here at the Great Frederick Fair, and they have some good entertainment this year. We didn't make it. But so there's one of the rides for the kids. You saw the bigger one earlier, and this is one more for the kids. They don't go too high or too fast, but they do go in circles. That in circles thing, they circles around me. Next thing you know, I'm all dizzy without the wine. And I'm like dizzy Gillespie. Anyway, so now I'm gonna head on up. I'm gonna keep walking. And over there's guest services. They have information. If you want information, they have an information booth.
The Frederick Fair would like to thank the sponsors of our agricultural education program.
Okay.
They include Frederick County
whatever.
Farm Bureau, Frederick County Bank, South Mountain Creamery, Midland Farm Credit, Frederick County Department of Economic Development, BB&T, Sheep, Woodboro Bank, and New London Bank. These businesses support great programs.
Oh, look at that little car.
Study Hut, 1 foot, 2 foot in fair
Keep off chain.
and New London's own Milton Farm.
Keep off the chain. Let's see what it'll do if I touch it. Ooh! Nothing. And there's a fair. Okay, hot dogs, fresh lemonade, corn dogs, Southern style sweet tea, right here in the heart of Maryland. What's the difference between Southern style and Northern style? They got to divide everything. Southern style, Northern style, Eastern style, Western style. And here's the National Guard, Maryland National Guard. That's a little booth here. The Pie Hole Barbecue. Are you kidding me? They call it Pie Hole? Now there's another building, commercial exhibits. I'm not even going to bother going in there. hot apple dumplings with ice cream. Now here's JB Seafood. Crab cakes, Cajun catfish, fried shrimp, oysters, soft shell crabs. Right from Middletown, Maryland. And again, that's JB Seafood. You order there. They have tables where you can sit down. Hi. They have whoopie pies. Wait till Whoopi finds out they have something called whoopie pies. She'll be suing them. Because she don't play. That's one girl don't play. Whoopi don't play. Buffalo Wild Wings. I never had them.
Enjoy landscaping at the great Frederick Fair. Thank you, Hawkins Landscaping, for outstanding work.
Here's the Pennsylvania Dutch.
Dressing up the guest living center. Photos for fun.
We have good lunch to eat.
Country Roads, Hendricks Mini, and for the grand entrance to the new homegrown showcase in Building 13. Hawkins Landscaping is a Frederick-based family business since 1970.
I'm just doing a little video. So that was a scary clown. So if you're scared of clowns, I'm sorry.
Fanatic. Land Go, the greatest love story on WFRE.
Funnel cakes. Now that is some Domino sugar. 25 pounds of Domino sugar. Lisa, how long would it take you to run through that? And there's the Republican Party, and down there's the Democrats. I ignore the politics, so I ain't gonna don't get me started.
Oh, I don't know. He went right. His wife said, I ain't sound so old.
And again, there's Lon Fizz. So now we're back where we started. The chickens are over there. And I'm going to go over here and sit down at this table a little bit. Take a load off, as they say. And that'll probably be it for me at the Frederick Fair today. Maybe this year. I don't know if I'll be back. But there's a Carroll Manor Fire Company. They have some good crab soup, Maryland crab soup.
Tire World Auto Centers are just about
You can't beat it with a stick, but why would you?
Of auto repair services using the finest technicians, the most up-to-date equipment, and quality repair techniques. They'll have you back on the road fast.
Okay, shut up. I'm trying to video here.
And yes, of course, Tire World sells tires.
Okay, that's enough. We heard. We know.
As well as almost any other tire you're looking for.
Okay, we get it.
A local business, proud to support our community. Shop Tire World.
Okay, you can stop anytime.
And on Riverbend Way, off Route 26.
Okay, finally. I think I'm going to go back in here with the chickens. I forgot. I have my favorite question. I always ask them. So I'm going to go back in.
You came back after a long 4 years. Got his boyfriend didn't work out. We went out for a couple drinks, find out who we are
And again, that's Carroll Manor. They have good crab soup. I'm sure they have other things. All right, I don't know if I've been in this building. Yeah, this is the art, the pictures. Yeah, that's the one we've been in. Now I'm a little bit lost. I don't know where the chickens are. I have American flag. Okay, well, I've lost track of where I am. But I'll go for today. And I'll check back in with you later.